This presentation is intended to talk about Canadian immigration and the victims of the fraud and how to submit an application in the past and now. In the past, the applicants contact the Canadian Embassy and submit an application, but now the internet replaced the old way, so the applicant either to do it by themselves or by an expert, and how to search for an expertise, and it will talk about the sources of research. When it is decided to apply on your own, then it is possible to be subject to a fraud, which it can be done by many tricks. But the most important mean is false job advertisement, which entice people for exploiting the strong desire to get a job. The victims submit his/her resume, and an employment approval comes right away, but work permit and visa is required, so the fraudster asks for money. At the beginning, it will be a small amount, but later on, the fraudster would ask for more. If the victim was smart enough, then he/she should consult an immigration consultant to find out the truth and uncover the facts. Well, assuming the applicant wants to apply by him/herself. If he/she is familiar with the Refugee and Immigration Canadian law, then he/she can set up an account with the IRCC and process his/her application, which include many forms and documents. If the applicant isn't familiar with the Canadian Refugee and Immigration law and willing to avoid mistakes which might lead to many negative consequences, could lead to preventing him/her to apply for many years to come, then relying on an immigration consultant makes sense and necessary for the applicant to be on the safe side and secure. Valid immigration consultant. The world of the internet is a scary mean to do business unless we are sure about who we are dealing with, but can we make sure we are contacting the right authorized person? The internet provided us with some means to find out the legitimacy of anybody or institution we would like to get involved with in a business deal. For example, an individual wants to immigrate to Canada and can't do it on its own, so an immigration consultant is needed. After searching on the internet, he/she found the following statement: Avocado Immigration Consultancy. Through the research, within Avocado Immigration Consultancy, the researcher found Walid Amane, claiming that he is authorized immigration consultant. The question is, how can we verify the legitimacy of his claim? After making sure about the legitimacy about Walid Amane's claim as an immigration consultant, you can check his office website, which is Avocado CIC, and explore the widespread of the services the office provides. Through the exploration of the website, you should be able to tell you about many programs, which are designed to cover your need to come to Canada. To find out which program could help, you have either read the Canadian Refugee and Immigration law or rely on our expertise in the office to give you the right answer, which helps to cover what you are looking for. Canadian government has its own website, which is fully trusted source. Check it and find out. It is good enough to search through Google and use the following term: Legitimacy Authorized Representative Canada Immigration. You will run on the links, which can tell you the legitimacy. Or use the search term College RCIC Validity Check. Also, you will run with the right website, which can tell you the legitimacy of what you are looking for. You place the name and the number, which is R5288822, into the required field, and you will get the answer. You can Google Walid Amane and find out who he is and what he does. After making sure about the legitimacy about Walid Amane's claim as a valid immigration consultant, you can check his office website, which is Avocado, CIC.com. When you deep in the website, you should be able to find out that immigration programs have two categories. The first is temporary residency, which include tourist, study, and work, and each one of them has its own terms, which it has to be fulfilled before issuing the visa. The second is permanent residency, which has its own procedures before getting an invitation to apply. Applicant should enroll in the pool of candidate, which the first step in express entry. In the pool of candidate, every registered is evaluated according to the point system. Every month, 2 withdrawals are done, and an invitation to apply letter is sent to whoever gained the highest point, and the cutoff point differ from one withdrawal to the other, and the reason is the need of the Canadian government at the time of withdrawal. If the candidate wasn't lucky enough, then he/she has to find either to improve the number of points by more experience, English marks, get a job offer, an education, or look for provincial nomination, which is a huge jump to secure an invitation to apply. What is said above is a brief explanation, but there are a lot more to be told. Finally, people who are interested to immigrate to Canada, either temporarily or permanently, should be aware of the fraudster when they seek an advice or ask for the services of an immigration consultant or a lawyer. In order to make sure about the validity of the immigration consultant, use the internet search engines by placing the required terms, and you come up with many sources telling you the truth.